Working on removing the body from this 2003 Ford F-150 Supercrew, and then I will remove the engine and transmission for another 2003 F-150. So this is one of the first times I'm using my 2-post car lift that I recently installed. So I'll raise it up. Never had the pleasure of working under a vehicle on a lift before. I've always had to crawl on my back, either on a creeper or a piece of cardboard, so this might be a treat for me. So yeah, disconnecting wires and lines, hoses, various things that connect the body to the frame. So there's 8 body mounts. I got 6 of them out. I'm still working on these. Are at the front of the floorboard. When I spin the bolt, the rubber pushing underneath spins with it. Work on getting the air conditioning compressor removed. I can see a pair of 10mm head bolts there, and I believe there's one on the top side of the compressor. I might be able to get an impact on each bottom too. That'll speed things up a little bit. I'm hoping to keep the compressor connected to the lines that are under pressure so I don't have to lose any refrigerant. I don't know if that'll work or not, but at least that's what I'm going to attempt to begin with. So I have the air conditioning compressor unbolted, 3 bolts. Right here is the crankshaft position sensor. I think I'll replace that before I install this engine in the other truck, because I just had one of those fail on another a 2000 F-150, and it's a nuisance to have to replace it after the pump's installed and everything else. So I'll replace that just as preventative maintenance. This has 107,000 miles. My 2000 F-150 that I replaced it on had 175,000 miles on. So it might be good for a long time yet, but now is an easy time to replace it. Here's a harness, plugs into it. Push a tab in here with your thumb and it slides right out. So the steering shaft that goes into the steering gearbox, there's a 13mm hex head. Use a ratchet and remove this bolt. This holds the universal joint knuckle onto the input shaft of the gearbox. Removing the steering E-joint coupler, that was easier than I thought. I didn't need any tools. I just grabbed a hold of it and slid it back. So now that's disconnected from the steering gearbox. So now that'll lift up with the cab when I get to that point. I put the pickup back down on its wheels. I have the lift supported underneath the cab itself. I cut through these front body mounts with a 7-inch hand grinder. It's the walt over here. Anyway, I had to do that to both sides. Cut through now, so I will attempt to raise this. I would bet there's more stuff connecting it, but we'll see what happens. So on this 2003 F-150, I need a special tool to disconnect the coolant lines for the transmission. It's similar to what is used for disconnecting gas lines. It's a tool that slides in here, releases it, and pulls right out. But I don't have that tool. I have it for fuel lines, but that's different. So for now, I'm leaving the radiator in place, and I'll attempt to raise the body up around it, but I see one problem. The body shifted back. So I went to my local auto supply store, Malacca, and bought a line disconnect for Ford transmissions, 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch lines. This is supposed to disconnect this style of fitting. So they began using this style in 2003, where before they had just a hex fitting that you would use a wrench on and screw it out. My attempt to get this tool in, it broke. I had forgotten to undo these straps. I don't know if they're ground straps or what the purpose is, but there's one on each side. So when I'd raise that cab up, being that cable was there, it would pull the cab backwards right into the box. And then I had forgotten to undo the parking brake cable too, so I got that off. So now we'll see what's next. Try to lift it up again. See if there's anything attached yet. To pull that air conditioning compressor out so I can get that above the engine. Transmission shifter is off already. Everything looks good here at the rear harness off the transmission. Don't see anything back there. I see the steering shaft is caught. Try to get that unwedged. So I got the steering shaft slid up now, because that was caught in here. So that should be free and clear now, I think. I got the compressor up out of the way, so that can go up the body. So I will try it again. Oop. Oh great, I think I just wrecked the radiator. Looks okay. Tank at the bracket, so it didn't contact here, so that's good. I would have had it all, but the tool broke, so I bought to release these. So this one's still caught in there. I have a new tool coming tomorrow from Amazon, a metal one this time. Hopefully that can get that out. Everything appears to be clear. So if I raise the body up a little bit more, I can get this chassis out of the way. Yep. There it be. Of course, got my Lincoln parked in the way.